Matilda Castron. Judy, she just won a few weeks ago at Lake Merced in Daly City, California.
Well, and we're getting kind of used to watching her play now in contention.
Yeah, it's very skinny from on either side for that whole occasion, isn't it?
Yes. This is just left of it 10 feet. Swing looks a little more rested today, but she did have a double bogey earlier in this round.
You know, though, you talk about how she played her wedge game yesterday.
And Salas for her birdie now.
Got a good read from Lee 6.
Oh, yeah. She'll take that, and that putter still working well for Lizette.
Right before play was about to start, to get all the bunkers prepared. They were pumping water out of bunkers, and just to get them playable for today, it's really quite an amazing community effort, even beyond the great work that the superintendent and his team have done.
So she tugs her tee shot at 8. Maybe tries to get a little too much out of it.
This putt should break pretty good to her left, especially at the hole.
One of those good finishes was right here. She tied for second behind Angela Stanford. And shared the lead going into the final round.
Yeah, we certainly had different conditions.
16.
Celine Boudier going with a hard 9. It's laboring to get back there.
Yesterday, Henselite was over the back of the green. And okie dokie.
And she got it inside of that, didn't she,
She
Karen?
did.
Almost got it in the hole.
That won't be too bad for that.
Celine Hermann at 10th.
And she's going to have to settle for a par. Currently going along quite nicely at 4 under par. She is going to be representing Korea in the Olympic game.
Way right of the bunkers, trying to cut the dog leg. Didn't quite get it far enough, but she's just taking this wedge out to the middle of the green. Smart play. Tough to get it close from the rough.
That's a big valley where the ball has come to rest, so the front portion of the green, the back portion of the green.
Pretty much destroyed the driving range just to make this golf course playable, to fix some of the areas that were really, really decimated, especially the north-facing slopes.
Yes, and Yelena will walk off this ninth with just a par, and I think, Morgan, this is one of those holes that if you have a chance to make birdie, great, but if you're walking off with a par, it's not too bad at all. This is the tee at the 11th at the Old America Golf Club. And Celine Hermann from France. This par 3 is always a bit of a challenge for the players, but played that just about right where she needed to. Right at the flag, leave herself an uphill putt.
Yeah, she got to dial it in. Her and John adjust the numbers so well to get the effective distance, and spot on. It's good. Right center.
Oh, copy that rhythm. I mean, we talk about Inbee Park's rhythm with the putting, but I mean, you're not going to find much better than that right there, Judy.
Second shot at the 18th. It's the 9th of the day for this group, and it's Matilda Castron of Finland by way of Florida State.
It was a LPGA event, and I still got in, but they've since changed those rules.
Castron for birdie just runs out of steam.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for that team and/or for that tour, which has far fewer events than the LPGA Tour, can play for Europe if they play well on this tour. I don't know that membership necessarily works for you if you don't ever play over there. I can't say all the details of that, but in a way.
Yeah, it's very skinny from on either side for that whole occasion, isn't it?
Yes. This is just left of it 10 feet.
Daly City, we've had a little bit of everything else.
You don't count Texas out.
13.
And that's Inji Chun's third shot.
Beauty.
Yeah. But if you're not used to it, it can.
And as we say in
Wear on
Texas, you can get all 4 seasons in one day.
That's true.
Sometimes.
That's right. You've lived in Texas too long.
Yes, I have. How hard it is to win. Her first 2 wins were in major championships. She's won 1 other event since then.
Yeah.
This is the 14th in Celine Hermann.
Well, I will say this, too, is that we didn't have as many players either.
But with the water level being really high, the ball is out of the water, but she'll be standing in the water.
Celine Hermann with a nice birdie to get to within 3.
Probably about 6 inches outside the right. Her speed's been good. Her line really hasn't. That is.
Okay.
Well done.
Lovely stroke.
I'll say.
I didn't see it.
I would have loved to have seen it, yeah.
Just 122 yards a day, and he's got to be careful not to pull it a little left. Says it's 4 steps from the edge, but those are some tiny legs.
They are definitely that. There's not enough room either side, and she was able to stick the landing there, Jerry.
Let's move ahead to the 15th.
And this is Yulimi No with her second.
And Yulimi's playing with Alim Kim, 2 rookies in the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. They're fighting for Rookie of the Year. And it'll be quite an interesting pair there.
I like the style too with the way she holds it. She looks like she's very solid over the putter.
Always one to think you should play out a good streak when you're playing well. You know, ride it as long as you can. Beautiful putt. But players now, they make a schedule early in the year and they stick to it. They're almost not carrying 2 and 3 irons any longer.
Yeah, Celine Hermann now, the 17th. Oh, yes. This is Celine Hermann for her birdie. And that gets her to 6 under par.
Our leader, Matilda Castron, 3rd shot at the par 5 6th.
Good shot underneath the hole.
And her start, tap in for a 68. She is in contention. Back at the 6th, Lee 6.
Just 219 yards to the front. Oh, this is a pretty good line with a 3-wood. Just right of the hole, little draw.
Okay, it'll creep on.
What a shot.
I'll say she's precise.
Excellent.
Yep, she made that one look very easy as well. It's par 3s, they can catch up with you very quickly.
This is the 3rd shot for Jean Yan, Karen.
Well, and if I wouldn't have thought she could have got that anywhere near as close to the hole. I mean, those bunkers are not easy.
Today, Kathy Whitworth, 17 again.
This is Jin Yang, and she's trying to bounce back from a bogey at the previous hole, but couldn't quite finish off that just fabulous bunker shot.
Awfully hard.
And the 18th, Yulimi No.
She chuckled at me as she walked up here saying, I was afraid it might be in that bunker, but I think she'll be happy with it now.
She had an incredible round going on Saturday. Yulimi No for birdie at 18.
This is one to finish, make dinner taste a little bit better there.
She was expecting lunch 6 hours ago, and
It's good contact. I just don't see that getting all the way back there, left of the hole.
You're right, Jerry. Not quite long enough.
just off the green, Boudier.
Yeah, lift clean in place, was able to get it right over to the edge. The back portion of the screen is pretty flat in terms of break, but it is slightly uphill. If anything, it'll die right. Well, she got one there. Told you she was going to make one eventually.
Yeah, you said you were feeling it.
Well, if you say that once and you have 10 holes left, your odds are pretty good.
Pornanong Patlum.
Yes.
All right. Judy, it's her 262nd LPGA start.